Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. To your attention is a chic top 10 best cartoons of the last 10 years. Over the years, there have been many worthy cartoons, so it's almost impossible to choose objectively until the end. But all the cartoons of this top are worth talking about. Sit back and enjoy watching.
Maybe it's broken because you don't trust anyone. You just have to take the first step.
Raya and the Last Dragon, possibly the best cartoon of 2021. It came out truly inspiring and magical, giving hope, faith in the best and charging positive. The story takes place in an eastern state, Kumantra, whose tribes tried to live in peace by worshipping dragons. But it didn't work. Because of the powerful dragon stone, people went to war with each other, so 5 separate countries appeared. At some point, the father of the main character, Raya, decided to gather all the inhabitants for a feast. But drunk with greed, they break the stone into several pieces. This unleashes demons that turn everyone to stone. Since then, Raya has been trying to put all the pieces back together, and so begins an exciting and varied adventure in exotic worlds. Each of them in the picture is special and incredibly beautiful. Zootopia, one of the most successful Disney cartoons of recent years, insanely bright and beautiful. Zootopia is massive and well designed. The city came out beautiful and lively, in which there are many animals and amazing animation. According to the plot, Bunny, Judy Hopes, is a new police officer, and she will have to work hard to earn the respect of her more massive colleagues. Judy will work with a cunning and dirty fox partner Nick Wilde, and together they will have to save Zootopia. The characters are colorful and fall in love at first sight. Judy is a very kind and purposeful hare, and Nick is a skilled prankster and at first glance rather cynical, but really kind inside. The plot didn't disappoint either. There is a real detective intrigue here which throws up surprise after surprise. Zootopia is an excellent, fascinating, humorous, topical, satirical masterpiece that adults will probably like no less than children.
Eat our snow, you... They're not attached. Why aren't they attached? I thought they were attached. I would never, in a million years, have done what I just did if I didn't think these were attached.
Klaus, able to touch perhaps anyone to the very depths of the soul, one of the best works of goodness of all time. The work has a strong, sobering effect. Anti-heroes who maintain an atmosphere of the anger and hostility in the city cause rejection. All their actions seem absurd, stupid. After the film, the attitude towards people who support the slices of society changes, and you yourself become more peaceful, kinder. The creators were able to create their own backstory of Santa Claus and make it so cute and wonderful that tears can involuntarily appear in the eyes. I don't remember a simple story being as touching as this one. This is a very kind, bright, instructive tale that will be of interest to any age and able to inspire in the most difficult time. Inside Out, one of the most unusual and original cartoons, which opens up an amazing world full of real emotions and lively, bright, sincere characters. Everything is possible in this world, from traveling on a flying car to adventures through the wild of abstract thinking. In the center of the story is the girl Riley. She is 11 years old and goes to school. Like any person, she is ruled by 5 emotions: joy, sadness, fear, anger, and disgust. But what happens if Riley finds herself in a critical situation, such as her family urgently moving to another city? Will emotions be able to agree among themselves and work together for the good of the girl? It is very interesting to watch how emotions pull the blanket over themselves and what it leads to. The cartoon is colorful and beautifully animated, but first of all, the plot is super interesting, showing how easy and accessible it is to tell simply about the complex Sing, a strong, self-affirming cartoon about finding your place in life, about how important it is sometimes to have a good environment and a team that will support you. The fact that even the biggest problem can only be the path to your dreams. One of the main things that distinguishes the film from many is the song and dance numbers performed by animals. They are performed at the highest level. There are a lot of songs in the cartoon and they are all diverse and very beautiful. The cartoon clearly shows that you should not be afraid to go towards happiness and dreams. Start doing what you love and the fear will disappear. Such cartoons are needed for relaxation after a busy day. And remember, being at the very bottom is not bad. On the contrary, it's good because you know what your next path is, only up. Ralph, a driving cartoon that entertains with an abundance of its benevolence, entertainment, and captures with its plot, sketching out new twists of history. Fuck Ralph, whom no one likes because of his profession, because he's a villain in his game and he is tired of what everyone thinks he is. He goes through the world of computers games to find new friends, reveal his true abilities, and win a gold medal in order to become a real hero in the eyes of his neighbors and acquaintances. Along the way, he meets a daring girl Penelope who makes fun of all the princesses and becomes almost the key character in the story and makes fun of Ralph for everyone. But Ralph has to cooperate with him along the way, finding out the hidden ins and outs of the game world. The cartoon teaches children about care and friendship and reminds adults of one simple thing: it's never too late to make adjustments in life. A bright, fascinating cartoon about the afterlife which you can fearlessly show to children. For many, the cartoon has already become a masterpiece because it is very deep touching and after watching you experience a lot of positive feelings. The cartoon tells the touching story of the boy Miguel and his family. He dreams of becoming a musician, but his family has a negative attitude towards music due to the fact that the husband of great-great-grandmother, Miguel Imelda, left her with a little daughter in his arms in order to become a popular musician. The boy accidentally ends up in the land of the dead, where he meets his dead relatives. This cartoon is a fascinating, unusual story and opportunity to get acquainted with our culture and traditions, a sincere, bright and beautiful ode to family values, and a hint to the hope that you can always fix something. The Croods, a cartoon that wonderfully shows that it is necessary to be open to something new, not to resist change, for maybe they will lead us to a better tomorrow. There are great jokes here, very colorful and juicy landscapes, unusual animals, and the family itself turned out to be very funny and interesting. I also note good musical accompaniment and cool visual humor. The Croods show that times have changed, but the problems of fathers and children, family problems, moral choice remain the same, and only we decide to sit all our lives in our cave or take a risk to discover something new for ourselves. Are we afraid of life or not? Keep a routine or let change in your life? All these questions and answers can be found in this cartoon. Toy Story 4. That rare case when over the course of 4 parts their franchise retained those positive features for which it fell in love from the very beginning. All the heroes have gone their own way, changed and found their happiness. The plot is not original. The action of the entire cartoon again revolves around a toy in trouble. The peculiarity here is quite different. The first 2 parts were reflections on on the role of toys in a person's life, on responsibility and what a brand is. The third part is if growing up with the viewer tells that getting older you need to be able to change and say goodbye to childhood in time. The fourth part raises the question of how important it is to find your place in life, why you need to live, and for whom. Characters are so well written that there are in fact no antagonists. As in real life, everyone has their own truth, everyone has their pros and cons. Toy Story 4 is a real personification of praise. Infinity is not a limit. So, a chic picture of eternal values, the cartoon Soul begins with the death of the unfortunate main character, school music teacher Joe Gardner. Disappointed in his life, the pianist just auditioned for the accompaniment of a famous jazz singer, and behold, he fell into an open sewer manhole. And unexpectedly, Joe finds himself in a place where new souls are being prepared for life on Earth. Now he needs to go to Earth to fulfill his dream. This is an existential film. It is devoted to the main question that haunts a person throughout their life path. What is the purpose of life? Why was I born? What should I spend my life on? It makes you think about what we spend our only and fleeting life on. Have we set our priorities and values right? Should we dwell on problems and failures? And despite the talk about death, this picture is written in very bright and light colors, a deep cartoon about the search for a destination that we all usually look for somewhere else. I hope you like this top right, which in your opinion is the most worthy cartoon of recent years, and I will be grateful for your support in the form of a like and a subscription. All the best and good mood!